Hey man, I have a question to ask, bud, if you don't. How come you always call out toxic men and masculinity, but not so much toxic women and femininity, or things men should be cautious about when dating some women? I'm genuinely not trying to be an ass, just asking. Let's talk about it. So I've made videos on those topics. I've answered this question before, like this video, or this video. I think people are underestimating how long I've been doing this and how many videos I've made. Several years and several hundred. So before you ask how come you haven't made a video about this or how come you don't talk about this, ask if I have already, because I might have already. I'm going to give the answer that I gave in those videos for people who haven't seen them. The reason why I don't talk about toxic femininity is because all of the things that I would equate to toxic femininity are just internalized misogyny. Anything that I would say would be toxic if a woman said that women are supposed to be this way, all of those things are just things that men say that women should be like. If a woman says something like, you're not a real woman until you've had your first kid, or you're not a real woman if you can't cook, or any of those things, right? They're just saying the shit that men want women to do. Ultimately, a lot of our idea, our concept of femininity is based in what men want women to be or do. Be pretty, be submissive, be quiet, be nurturing, cook, clean, raise kids. All these things that we associate with feminine traits, feminine characteristics, is just stuff that men want women to do. It's just misogyny. So when you hear women spouting like some toxic rhetoric on what it means to be a real woman, or all that kind of stuff, it's just internalized misogyny. It's the same shit. And the other question was, why don't I call out women as a collective or challenge women's takes or anything like that? And for the record, wrong is wrong. If I disagree with your take, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. I'm going to disagree with the take. But I've had several men comment saying that I would never challenge what women have to say because I pander towards women and I'm worried that I'll lose my followers and stuff like that. Which obviously is not true. Do y'all remember this video? This video did numbers. This was what, like 2-3 weeks ago? I don't have any issues challenging what women have to say. I'm not worried about losing any followers. If I lose a follower, they just weren't meant for my platforms. That's all. The reason why I don't tend to make those kinds of videos, the reason why I don't make videos addressing women as a collective, the reason why I don't make things that every woman should understand, the reason why I don't make those videos is very simple. I have never been a woman, right? I will never know what it's like to be a woman. For me to talk about how women could be better women would be for me to be talking about some shit that I don't know shit about. I never did it before. I'll make a video about how to be a better person. I'm not going to make a video about how to be a better woman. That is not my lane. I've been a man for decades. I've been a good person for decades, right? I've got that. That's in my wheelhouse. Zero experience as a woman. No idea what that's like. How am I going to be the one to tell women how to do that shit? So I leave that in their hands. I'll talk about my observations. I'll talk about what other women have told me about their experiences, but I'm not going to sit up here and tell women how to be women. I'm not doing that. And that's not to say that I'm not going to challenge women's takes on any given subject. Like I said, I have no problem doing that. But you don't think I got plenty of shit to talk about with men first? We got plenty to work on. If I'm talking to men about how they can work on their toxicity, how to dispel some of their beliefs and things like that, and their response is, well, why aren't you talking about women? What I'm hearing is that they don't want to talk about how to dispel their toxicity. That's what I'm hearing. And I don't give a fuck. On my platform, I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. Patriarchy, toxic masculinity, eating ass, whatever I want to talk about, that's what I'm talking about. So if you want to hear what I have to say, then welcome. If you don't, then goodbye. But this shit is happening regardless.